Two Irishmen walk into a pet shop. Right away, they go over to the bird section. Jerry says to Paddy, "That's them." The clerk comes over and asks if he can help them. "Yeah, we'll take 4 of the birds in that cage up there," says Jerry. "Put them in a paper bag." The clerk does this, and the two men pay for the birds and leave the shop. They get into Jerry's van and drive until they are high up in the hills and stop at the top of a cliff with a 500-foot drop. "This looks like a grand place, eh?" says Jerry. "Oh yeah, this looks grand indeed," replies Paddy. They flip a coin and Jerry wins the toss. "I guess I get to go first, eh, Paddy?" says Jerry. He then takes 2 birds out of the bag, places them on his shoulders and jumps off the cliff. Paddy watches as his mate drops off the edge and goes straight down for a few seconds, followed by a splat. As Paddy looks over the cliff edge, he shakes his head and says, "Screw that. This budgie jumping is too dangerous for me." A minute later, Seamus arrives at the cliff. He has been to the pet shop and he walks up carrying the familiar paper bag. He pulls a parrot out of the bag. And then Paddy notices that in his other hand, Seamus is carrying a gun. "Hi Paddy, watch this," Seamus says, and launches himself off the cliff's edge. Paddy watches as Seamus takes the gun halfway down and blows the parrot's head off. Seamus continues to plummet until there is a splat as he joins Jerry's remains at the bottom. Paddy shakes his head and says, "But Jesus, that parachuting is also too dangerous for me." A few minutes later, Sean strolls up. He's also been to the pet shop, and he walks up carrying the familiar paper bag. However, he pulls a chicken out of the bag instead of a parrot or budgie. He then launches himself off the cliff with the same result as the other 2 men. Once more, Paddy shakes his head. First there was Jerry with his budgie jumping, then Seamus parachuting, and now this hen gliding.